We have some weird birds here in Florida. They're like dinosaurs, honestly. You know how when you get a mug? I'm craving fall. Hello, sweet friends. It's Sarah at Crochet.With.Coffee, and thank you so much for joining me for another Monday chat. Today, I have a few projects that we're going to go over. I have some finished items I'm going to share with you. I have some whips, and I have a crochet knitting sewing channel that I want to share with you later in the episode. It's always fun to discover new channels. So before we get started, I have to show you my cool shirt. I got it at Rural King when my husband and I were there earlier today, which we saw some really cute baby chicks there that I took some videos of so you guys could see them. I love baby chicks. I think they're so cute. When they become adults, not so much. I mean, I love like ducks. I love adult ducks. I think they're cute. But then like chickadees, I love chickadees, the small birds. We have some weird birds here in Florida. They're like dinosaurs, honestly. They're long legs and long noses, and I don't trust them. But anyway, I got this super cute shirt that has fall leaves. It's got fall books, some gourds, pumpkin pie or apple pie, and a little cozy drink and some pumpkins and stuff like that. So it says cozy season on the bottom. And I just needed to get it because I'm craving fall. I crave fall all year round and I enjoy it when it's here, but really need some fall in my life right now. So I do have some projects that look fall like. So I'm going to share those. We have some labels to count today and all kinds of fun. I've got a new buddy over here I'm going to show you. But let's get started on my show and tell for today. I also have a mug that I wanted to share with you. This one is something I thrifted a while ago. It has a signature on the bottom, so I'm guessing it is actually handmade by a real person. So that was a really fun find. And I love random mugs. I love it. So I have been really enjoying this one lately, and it just sits nice in your hands. You know how when you get a mug and it just sits perfectly in your hands and it just works? It's got this cute little thumb rest over here too. Love it. So anyway, moving on to our projects. So the first thing I want to share with you is this finished item that I have over here. I'm going to turn the camera a little bit so you can see it. And this is the A Cardigan that was supposed to come out last Friday, and I'll share a little bit about why it didn't come out when it was supposed to. But I'm going to share, we've got our pencil, it's got the eraser, the metal portion that connects the pencil, and then we've got the end of there with the little lead at the bottom. And then we have over here, we've got the ruler, this little ruler section here, and our crayon sleeve. Looking so cute. On this side, we have our marker sleeve. And then on the back, we have our piece of paper with our lines and our little hole punch and our A+ up here on the back side. So this is a tutorial coming soon. Oh, also, the other part of it is the border is supposed to be a chalkboard, and we got these fun little toggles that look like pieces of chalk. So I have, this is all recorded and it is in editing mode right now. The reason it didn't come out on Friday was because I worked all week on getting this filmed and completed and worked on. And like I said on the Wednesday live, I was leaving early so that I could finish the border. And it took me all of Wednesday and all of Thursday to complete the border and to film everything for that section. So took a whole lot longer than I was planning for it to take. And was it 1 o'clock on Thursday? I had completed all of the recording and I did not have time to edit because raw footage, I had 2.5 hours of raw footage that I need to whittle down to make sure that, all the details are included, but all of the, empty space is cut out. I say everything correctly, that I correct anything with text at the bottom if I misspoke at all. So it was going to be a challenge because it pretty much takes me about 5 times the amount of raw footage that I have to get the editing completely done. So I did not have enough hours in the day to complete that. So I knew I bit off more than I can chew. So what I did instead was our Temu hook review. So I did the hook review and we did that one just to give you an idea of hours. I recorded that at 5 p.m. and I didn't get finished editing it until about 11. So it took a very long time to even get that one done. So I just wanted to explain why this one has not come out yet. It is in editing right now, so hopefully that will be coming out soon. But I'm not going to give a for sure date just in case this Friday I run into any hiccups as well. So soon, but not quite yet. So this is the one I want to get it out as soon as I possibly can because I know school is starting soon and we want to make sure that this is out so that teachers can start making it for themselves or people can start making it for people that they know are teachers. And I also had some homeschool moms that were mentioning that they could make this and when they put it on, they know their kids know it's time for school. So I thought that was such a cute idea. But this cardigan is on its way and the tutorial is on its way, but the tutorial will be for a size medium to large. That's what this one is. And I will also be including the resources of how to change the sizes if you would like to make it smaller or larger. So I will have all of that information in the video in the description of that video. So hopefully it is a help. And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to ask about any of that. So let's get back to what else I've been working on this week. During the time that I was really burnt out with recording and editing and making this cardigan and finishing it, I had another project. You ever have that project that's like a brainless, mindless crochet where you can just go with it and you don't need to think about it and it's just, busy work? That's what I had to do. And I came up with another design that I think will have to be a tutorial if you guys like the idea. And I'll show you the finished item when it's done, but I have most of it complete and I'll share with you what else I have to finish on it. So I have this. It is the Karen Jumbo Ombre in the color Sunset. So this is a hexagon. It's not going to be a cardigan, but it is a hexagon and it is not granny square, it's solid. So what we have here is going to be like a sweatshirt. I'm really excited about that because what we're going to do with this is I have some fun ideas for like pulling this in with like a drawstring type of idea. So you've got like a cute little ruffle on the end. I'm really excited about that. So it's going to be like sweatshirt. As of right now, the plan is for it to be a sweatshirt. So the front part is going to, come down or be open. So this part here around the neck will be open a little bit. And on this section around here, we're going to have a hood. I have plans for a hood. So I'm really excited about how this is going to turn out. Let me show you the other side. I have both hexagons complete. And this is the other side. I did seam up the top here so you can see what this is looking like. And then there's the sleeve, and then we'd have it seam up here, and then I'm thinking a hood connecting. So it's going to be like a hoodie. I'm really excited. I hope it turns out the way that I want it to. And if nothing else, we'll have a really cute, solid hexagon cardigan. And it's going to be fun. So yeah, Karen Jumbo Ombre in the color Sunset. Really excited about this one, and it came together so quickly. If I added it up, sitting down and just crocheting most of the day, I got one panel done in one day. And then the other one. So it's a pretty quick project. So I'm really shocked at that. Right now I'm working on the hood portion, and as of right now I'm planning on them being 2 squares. So we'll see if it ends up being 2 squares or if I have to do something else to it. But really excited about that one. It's coming together so well. And then the other update that I have for you, I was talking to you guys about the boucle yarn, and I want to make another Mossy Trails cardigan, but this one is like a whole bunch of random colors. Now I don't know if I'm going to keep these blues in here because they don't really go, but I do have a mixed skein that kind of has like a teal and brown and gray in it. So I don't know if that will like tie everything together. So I'm kind of just playing it by ear right now. I'm just making everything that I have. These were 3 colors or 3 skeins that I had, and then I'm working on the 3 larger ones now. So this one was like a pink and orange mix. So these are the squares coming out of one skein. This is all from one skein. So I don't know if how many squares I'm going to get out of this stash of yarn, but I had the 6 different skeins. That is the least amount. So those were the smallest skeins there, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, so 16, and then I have 4 partials because I'm not really sure what I want to do with that yet. If I need to disperse this color between other squares to kind of tie them in together, or what I want to do. So that's what I have with that. Those were the smallest skeins that I had, and so far I've got 4 out of this large skein, so I don't know how much more I'm going to get out of it. But I need 51 squares for each cardigan if I make them long like I did. There is an option where I can make a shorter version, and then I need to see how many squares I'm going to get and see what color yarn I'm going to get for the seams. So the furry yarn, I need to see what ones I think would match this depending on how many squares I get and how I have to lay it out. So still waiting on that to order that because I don't know exactly what I'm going to be using or what's going to look the best in all of that chaos because there are very drastic differences in colors. Now, what else do I have? I think that is it, except for we need to do a label count for this month. So I'm going to go grab my labels so that we can count them because I forgot to get them. Oh, and I forgot. You guys see the mannequin? This is the other thing, the 2 things I was waiting on last week, these buttons and the mannequin. So I feel like I need a name for her. Let's see if I can. Let's take a look. This lovely little mannequin. Okay, so we have this mannequin, and I don't know, I feel like she needs a name. I had some votes from family, so I don't know, maybe you guys can put in your votes on what you think we should name Mannequin Lady over here, if she needs a name. And yeah, I forgot about that. So vote for names on her. See if we can give her a nice name. But I have to go grab my labels. We'll do a count. I also want to show you the ends that I got this month. So I'll be right back. Okay, I got my ends. So these are my ends for this month. I vacuumed them. I defluffed it. So let's take a look at all these fluffy ends here. So I've got all these ends from projects this month. Got my fur yarn in there from my Mossy Trails cardigan. Got all kinds of crazy in our July bag. So this will be added to our scraps, which the goal is I have all year's yarn scraps. Look at all this. So these are just a couple of the months. So I'm really excited to see how much we get by the end of the year, because I want to use this for, like, I want to cart and spin these. So I'm really excited to see how it works, if I can make it work, because wouldn't these be really cool skeins of yarn? All these really cool textures and colors. I'm really excited about that. So hopefully that works out, but that's at the end of the year project. So really excited for that in the future. Now we have our labels. Last month was pretty disappointing. I think I only got 10 labels, and I don't know how I did this month either. I feel like this month is a little bit, sad compared to other months that we've had. But let's take a look and see what I have in here. I know I have something in here that counts as labels for things that didn't have labels, like the boucle yarn that I used that did not have labels on it. So let's take a count. All right, I have 6 eyelash, 4 moss yarn, and 1 boucle thrifted. And I did have another thrifted boucle that I did not have on here. So right here, we're going to count that as 12. Out of 11 marked, but I had a second one of the thrifted boucles. So I have 12, 13, 14. That was one of the hanks for the socks. I used up one sock skein. So I've got that one, 15, 16, 17. I've got 18, 19, 20, 21, and I know I have more over here. Hold on one second. I didn't put them all together. 21 from my car bag. 21, 22, 23, 24. So I've got 24 labels for this month. I'm actually really surprised that I had that many. I thought for sure I did not have that many, but I did 2 hexagon cardigans in full. All right, I did the green and purple one, which I had the labels in here. And then I had the 2 Karen ombre, the jumbo ombre from the other cardigan that I did. This, I don't think I really used up any yarn for this because it was just bits and pieces. I used up 1 white skein for this one. Then I did the boucle yarn. I did the Mossy Trails cardigan because that one had a bunch of the small eyelash balls in it. So that one counted for quite a bit, but that's exciting. I'm shocked. So 24, is that what I said? Very cool. If you are counting your yarn labels, please leave that in the comments. Let me know how many yarn labels you used this month. I'd love to hear about that. So the crafting channel that I want to share with you today is great. I love her content. I watch everything that she posts, but she posts Monday, Wednesday, and Friday and really just shares the things that she makes. And then at the end, she'll share some things that she's doing on her property, either gardening or projects that she's sharing. She talks about that. So it's really fun. I just love being plugged into the things that she's talking about. But her name is Lynn, and she is over at Daybreak Knits and Knots, I believe. I'll put it up on the screen so you can go find her. I'm also going to link her channel in the description if you want to go check it out. But she just posted recently a tutorial that she did on how to make a project bag. And I don't know anything about sewing. I know very, very basics on sewing. I can sew a semi-straight line, and that's about it. But I can get by with some different things. But she broke down how to make a project bag. It's a drawstring project bag. And I love the look of it. It's like two-toned. So you have the base is one color, the top is another color. She shares how to put the drawstring in, what to line it with, how to add different things. I don't know the terms. I watched everything through, and I will rewatch it when I'm ready to sew a project bag when I get to that point. But I will definitely be using her tutorial because she's just so down to earth. It's just fun to hang out with her on her videos. So Lynn at Daybreak Knits and Knots, go check out her channel if you would like to. She's so sweet. If you need a project bag tutorial and you don't know much about sewing or how the ins and outs happen and how you're supposed to fold it and all that stuff, because I've watched tutorials on that stuff before, and I just feel lost because sometimes it seems like they teach people that already know kind of how to do things, and Lynn really explains it as though you're not really sure how to do certain things. So Lynn explains it in a very understandable way, and she's really the only one that I've heard that really made sense of it for me. So I just wanted to share that with you. If you do any sewing or you're interested in sewing and you'd like to make a project bag, a drawstring project bag, I think that would be a fun one for you to check out. So I have her linked in the description so you can go check out that video and you can check out her channel while you're there. And if you had fun with me today, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you'd like to stick around for more yarn related content, you can hit that subscribe button. But as always, I hope you have a wonderful day and I hope you find joy in the little things.